I've showed you her the messages.
Yeah.
It's not like hey, it's very specific, funny little questions.
Oh.
Right? It's not a direct question like hey.
Yeah.
She's posted up the text messages. You ready?
I am ready.
I'll be quiet.
Shh, no, quiet down. Class. All right, so we're just going to dive in. It's going to be kind of informative class, I guess. We're going to go into the form a bit and break up some pieces. I'm going to try to do some relative pieces so you get some flow to it, make you mess around with it for a little bit. Kind of do some of those things we do in our class, university, but we'll dive into it. But just want to get ourselves warmed up a little bit. Put your hands on your thighs, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to just do like a little bit of a qigong one real fast. We're going to breathe in and lift our hands about shoulder height, and we're going to bring them back down. So we're just going to start off just going up with the hands, and we'll do the breath here in a minute. Just let them float up. Draw them in. Start to sit yourself down in your legs a little bit, and then continue to push them back down towards your thighs, back in the front, and then you're going to roll them back up again. So the breaths are going to be an in breath. As you rise, keep the breath growing, and as you're breathing out, push the breath down, our hands down with the breath, back into your soles of your feet, and then back up again. So it's almost like a rowing action. So if you look sideways, it's kind of going like this, in, down. So you're really kind of making a circle with your hands. Okay? So let it follow your breath. So do 3 breaths. Yeah, just do 3 breaths and we'll stop. I'll do the second part after that in a second. All right, so we're going to rise, breathe in through your nose. Don't worry about your abdomen. Take it as slow as possible. Let your hands follow the breath and breathe out. Lift yourself like you're pulling something up. Use your legs to do so. Draw it in. Breathe out, push it down. Last one, breathe in. Now, the next thing we're going to do, just going to flow on from that one. Just going to breathe in. Once again, lifting the arms. When they come up, the palms are going to basically turn and face each other like you're holding something in your hands, and then you're going to sit your legs down. You're going to peel your fingers apart. Your hands are going to stay, roughly in front of your shoulders. You're going to turn the palms down, and you're going to push the thumbs in towards each other. Getting back to basically where you started when you lift, and then go back to resetting again. So you got the actions going with the legs as you do so. The legs are going to lift the arms up. You're going to use the rooting of your legs, sitting your legs until your hands open. You're going to use lifting your legs to pull back in, pushing the thumbs in, or pulling the hands inwards. Use your legs to sit the hands down. The breath pattern, breathe in, lifting. Breathe out, opening out, sitting in your legs. Breathe in, pushing in, lifting. Breathe out, going in, pushing down. You can do 3 breaths in your own time. 3 patterns in your own time. relax for a second. So everything you're doing right now with the breath, so we're going to kind of work on a little bit with the movements. So it kind of gets a little bit of a flow. The breath doesn't stop, so the movement really shouldn't really come to a pause or end. That's the flow of movements, is through the breath. We're just going to do a few things related to that. We're going to kind of get you guys into a flow. I'm going to get you in static movements first, and then we're going to start to move and try to see if we can get and stay in the flow of the movement through motion. Okay, so we're going to do something that's we've done before, which is grasp the bird's tail, just to get us into a rhythm. But then we're going to separate from that and do other movements. Okay, so grasp the bird's tail is the 4-part movement that we have, which is ward off, roll back, press, and push. And it's done on both sides, so on the side of the hold the ball, ward off, roll back, press, and push. Okay? So that's the rhythm, right? So what I'm looking for, I want to kind of get you guys to do is really connect it to the breath pattern, right? So what I mean is like express it properly, accurately, with the connection of the movement following the breath. When the breath ends, the movement should end, and then the next thing should flow into it. Okay, so there's a level of focus that you're trying to connect to with that as far as your coordination. And to stay in principle is the key thing while you're doing that. So obviously, for me, when I normally teach these things, I don't like teaching breath a lot with a lot of movements because folks don't know the movements well enough, so they start holding the breath. So the goal here is to teach you in little pieces, get you used to the breath, and then let you flow with it a little bit, and let you lose yourself into it a little bit. All right? That kind of makes sense?